One of the common reasons we see businesses struggling with not much money in the bank is due to the accounts receivable, or in other words, the credit you've given on goods or services you've sold to your customers. Now, here's 9 ways you can improve the situation and bring more cash back into your bank. So the first one I've got recorded here is review your terms of trade. And what I mean by that is if you're currently giving 30 days credit or even 30 days end of month credit, is there a way that you could, at least for some of your customers, if not all, take this back to 7 or 14 days? This will make a huge difference. And we have seen, depending on the size of the business, we've seen this make hundreds of thousands of dollars difference to the bank balance of businesses when this change has been made. Now, the second thing here is when you're sending out statements, rather than have statements with 4 or 5 columns in there with anything from current to 30 days, 60, 90, 120 days listed, just have 2 columns. One will say current, one will say overdue. So it's very clear to your customers that they're outside of your trading terms as soon as they jump into the overdue column. The next thing I had jotted down was asking for a deposit before the work is commenced. So you might be in a particular industry where you're having to buy quite a few goods before you can actually go and do the work at your customer's premises. If that's the case, why not ask for a 50% deposit up front? A number of industries out there do this, and it makes a big difference to their cash flow. The next thing is having progress payments. So if you've got either a goods or services you're providing that's going to go on for quite a while, then you need to be taking progress payments. A classic example of this is with builders building a house. Obviously, they have progress payments for each of the different stages because it might be a 6 to 9 month build for the house, and they obviously don't want to carry the total cost of the house build over that time. So apply the thinking of what a builder does with their contracts back to how this could relate to your business. Now, the next thing is getting on the phone early. If you've got customers that have got overdue debts, get on the phone early and just have a chat with them, because often they may have overlooked it. And even if they haven't overlooked it, if they're finding it hard to pay at that time, they'll appreciate your call, appreciate you working through it with them. And in most cases, they'll pay up as soon as they can. And at least you'll know where things are up to in regards to that. Now, if you're finding that you're struggling to get time within your business to actually chase up outstanding debts, it's really critical you get someone onto this. So you might actually use an outsourced service as a debt collection service, just so the customers are getting regular calls and they know that if they haven't paid you on time, they'll be getting a call. It's well worth looking at. Now, if someone's a poor payer and they've consistently been a poor payer, you really need to weigh up with your business as to whether you continue to actually give them credit. My advice to you would be to consider going to cash on delivery or upfront payment so that you're not caught acting like a bank for that customer. Now, another way to look at this is from a positive point of view, which is offering a discount for upfront payment. So you might offer a 3% discount for customers to pay in full before you deliver the goods or services. Now, finally, it's about making it easier for your customers to pay you. So it might be offering credit card payment. It might be offering like a direct debit or an automatic payment service, just so you can collect your cash easier. Now, I can guarantee you this. If you take down these 9 items and you put in place only 1 or 2 of them, you will find a marked improvement in the cash flow within your business.